Hi everyone! So the time has finally come and I am going to do a sketchbook tour! Yay! I'm very excited. This is the first time I'm doing it. I hope you guys like it, and if you don't, then sorry, not sorry. But I have to mention it's the first time that I've tried Ohuhu markers in my life, and I've been trying to experiment with different styles because I low-key think that I still haven't found the exact style I like, because every time I see something I'm like, ooh, this looks cute and this looks cute and this looks cute, I'm just gonna mesh it up. But then I ended up a little bit forgetting the way I want to do things, so I think I'm still figuring out exactly what my style, but that's okay. This is why people have sketchbooks, and you don't have to be a great artist to have a sketchbook. You can just start right now. Like, even little kids can have sketchbooks. But I am happy to have this done, and I can't wait to show you. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share. That's it. Let's begin. Okay, so this is my sketchbook. I don't even remember when I got this. Stillman and Byrne. I think I'm pronouncing it right, but that's the brand name. And this is some cool journaling art that I saw on Instagram. I don't even remember when I saw it, but I really like that, and I decided that it's a good way to mark the time frame. I've used Ohuhu markers for the first time in this sketchbook, and this is just me swatching them. This is the first character I've made with Ohuhu markers. Just decided to call her Bloom. Like, some of my characters, I feel like the names are already out there, and some of them don't have names yet. This is just head practice because I have problems sometimes drawing angled head. And this is kind of a preparation for this Leo character, because if you've seen my artwork on my art page, I like to do also zodiac sign characters, and this is like the female Leo, so I call her the lioness. I think I actually called her Ava, and I'm kind of happy with the way it came out, but for some reason this is remind me of Pepsi. I had a real fun with this because this girl, I wanted to draw like more of a plus size girls and less of like the model type of body. You can see me like trying to debate with what type of name, and for some reason I kept seeing like the name just Bonnie or Bonita or like something like that came up. I wanted her to be some kind of a goofy movie character. This is the final render right here. I really like to experiment with face expressions, and you're probably going to see it more. So this is the sun and the moon. Spiritually, the sun is a male and the moon is a female, and since I use like their attributes to kind of have a pose, and I've seen this pose before, I don't remember where, but I kind of liked how the sun is so intense and strong, and like it's a big part of Leo months. So I kind of wanted to have this personality of like the sun protecting the moon, because the moon can only reflect the sun, it doesn't have its own light. So that's kind of what I wanted to show. And she's like holding this cute stuffed animal cat. Okay, so I try to think about my Virgo moon character, and I think I ended up drawing, I saw this guy, and I literally think that I think it's like one of the BTS members, and I didn't even know back then because that was like a year ago. But I will probably show the picture right next to it, the final illustration. So this is a pose that I saw, I think somewhere in DeviantArt or something like that, or Patreon, and I really like the pose. And sometimes I like to play with poses and invent my own stories. Not sometimes, most of the times. But I had this idea of having like Celestial Academy where angels and demons like study a college, more of a college vibe, so it's more of a mature content. But I don't want to tell too much because I don't want to get my ideas stolen. I know has been similar ideas, like a lot of similar ideas, but what I had in mind is a little bit different. I wanted to illustrate a character with headphones, so I studied like men with headphones, and this is me planning, but I ended up really liking the study, so I just left it like this. This is another face study that I saw of I guess a face model that I saw on Pinterest. This is me doing a study for irises and eyes because there's like this drawing that I made, like illustration, that's really one of my favorite, and it's actually in the background, I think, of my art page, like the banner or in the YouTube channel. It's gonna be right here on the side, you're gonna see it, but I really like the way it ended up looking. Here I don't know why, I was like in the mood of like an old cartoon vibe, like the 90s cartoons, like the Kids of Beverly Hills or something like that. But I just really like, for some reason I really wanted to work with this color scheme. I thought about making this one to a separate, making it in a separate page, but then I thought, I don't know why it just didn't work so well. I really like the way that turned out. If you see like my process of thinking of what type of expression, and not just expression, but more of the personality of the girl, kind of, it started because I wanted to draw buns, and then it became this, and then like the side view, and then I wanted like a braid, but then I really wanted to work with purple and the yellow complementary colors. It ended up being like this, and I really like it. Thumbnail ideas for a bigger art that I did. I'll show it right here on the side, but it has like a cool vibe, like white hair with a dark skin, and I incorporated some gold in it. I realized that I've been drawing a lot of girls, so I decided to do more boys. And you just see me like playing around with this. I actually did it for my mind. It's like most of the characters here are kind of original. I kind of like the way it turns out. Just kind of need to like learn how to do the feet better and maybe create more depth right here because it's a little bit too flat. But I really, you're gonna see, like I really need to learn how to do cell shading a little bit more better. Like a lot more better. And this is my fan art of Sokka from Avatar: The Last Airbender. If you haven't watched that, please do. Like, it's a must show, like a must Nickelodeon shows. You can see here the markers that I used. I really wanted to like use the full potential of the markers, so I really tried to have like a nice clean illustration of like a fan art. It's not really fan art because I it's more like just me practicing, I think, with markers better, because it looks exactly like the fixed expressions and all the references that I got. But as you see, like I said before, I really like experimenting and drawing and the feeling of all the face expressions. Drawing my friend's family, and she has 3 boys, and this is her husband and this is her. When 2021 happened, and then everything else happened in the world. This is just, I think it's one of the first like real times that I've actually drawn myself. Artists usually don't draw themselves, I've noticed. I guess for some reason it just feels awkward. But I've been working on my natural hair, like I'm in a natural hair journey. If you don't know what it is, just Google it, really. But basically I just never had an illustration like my natural hair before. But yeah, wait for it. 2021 is going to be great. Okay, I feel like I really have to explain this. But I really like chameleons. I don't know. I think I have like a bond with them. This is just like me drawing an extra animal right here. And this is not fake. I literally saw a picture of a dog, like someone fancied their dog like this. This is just me practicing because I was trying to manifest and put it out there to the world that I am one day gonna have this cute chameleon. And then it turned out to be a Digimon character. If you haven't watched Digimon, I also recommend. But I warn you, there's a few seasons right there. But Digimon was the first show that I watched that inspired me when I was little. And that is the reason why I started drawing. I remember watching the first episode, so amazed that I ran and I took a page and I was trying to draw during the episode when I was watching the characters that I saw. And that's where it all started, by the way. These are the Coal Eraser sketch pencils. My fine liners that I got that they're new. And I also have a video of me creating my own digital monster. This is a swatch of my, at that time, new washi tape that I got from Stationery Pal. Brainstorming for, I don't know, characters. The Wave Fairy. I really wanted to do something with Wave, and also because of these washi tapes, it just gave me the idea to base that into like a character. And I was looking like for poses and stuff. I kind of meshed up a few poses that I liked, but initially I thought to do something like this, but then it connected more for me to do something like this. Okay, this is me trying to get rid of my art block by maybe drawing Squidward, I guess. And then this came out, which is awesome. I remember drawing it with my friend. Us like doing like a friend drawing session. She's like a nature mystical creature, like a female. I really have a strong connection with the whole idea of Mother Nature for some reason. I'm not sure exactly where it comes from, but I do obviously believe that females are very powerful and I like nature, so I ended up connecting it together, and I do it a lot, as you see, like aka Wave Fairy. I really like the way it came out. I would probably fix, these are supposed to be wings that looks like roots. It just looks like branches, but I initially really wanted it to look like wings. Again, me trying to draw boys. He's giving me the like Saiyan vibe, if you know Dragon Ball Z. You know that earring. These three I did with pen, and I really liked doing that. I think I'm gonna do in my new sketchbook a lot more stuff with the pen. And this is me doing like a little bit more pen stuff. It's a Taurus thing. So this is obviously for the month of Taurus. And I know it's not like typical for me to do like this puka cartoons, but for some reason I felt like it's called for. I don't know why, but as you see, I put like this qualities of a Taurus in each of the illustrations, and this is kind of the symbol that I simplified. Okay, so this is when I went to nature with my friends, and it was like a long day. It was like a really long day. We were everywhere the whole day and the night before. And this is just like when we got to the hiking spot, we were so tired of just like doing a lot of stuff during the day that we had to rest. And he just picked up his leg on the bench and said, "Here, there's a reference for you." And then he literally went to sleep. I actually had this huge bark like of a tree it was like a full tree, but I just felt like drawing it, even though it's supposed to be behind my friend, but I guess it made sense to change the perspective. And there was a lot of cute animals, duckies and koi fish. They were moving too fast, and turtles that are also moving too fast, and ducks. Okay, this is some abstract art. I'm not gonna get too much to details, but it was a very powerful day. This is the first time trying that, like a colored aluminum foil that I got. What do you call it? Oh, when me and my friend went to like a small hike in nature / picnic, this was inspired by this black butterfly that has like yellow ends that look like gold in his wings. So it's just like, okay, I have to make it as a character, obviously. This is kind of new. I usually don't do this type of stuff. So it does feel like I'm a little bit exposed emotionally, but this is more journaling, and I guess you can call it scrapbooking, but not really. It's more of a journaling, and I don't know why. I had to get like stickers, and I really wanted to like kind of connect the dots and just write my thoughts and have like almost like have a mood board kind of. Here it's more of like a soulmate vibe and the beginning of adventure. This blue area is more of the adventure. I got these memo pads. Sorry, it's not even sticky notes. I thought it's sticky notes, but it ended up being memo pads. But that's not bad. I really like them. And I just wanted to do some type of art with it. I saw artists do it before. It's really cool. Like when you draw it together, I really like the way that it looks, like half of it kind of with color, half of it not. There's like geometrical shape that kind of is being created in the illustration. I don't know why, I like it. I got inspired and I got references from my favorite movies. And that's it, folks. Oh, actually the shading here looks a lot better. But I have to say that I literally ruined this in the last minute. I just added this like today. The darker shade tone. It was all like this tone, like my whole, this is me, this is supposed to be me, but my whole face was like one tone, but it felt too flat. Like if you only use one skin tone, it will feel flat. So I decided to use like something to do like cell shading, but I really need to learn how to do that better because it really doesn't look good. Like, where is the sun coming from? Like, where is the light source? It's confusing. This is good. Like, at least I know what I need to work on. It's not a perfect sketchbook, but I'm happy the way it turned out. And thank you for taking a look at my sketchbook.